Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
Thieves target a Rockford car dealership, stealing parts from cars in for repairs. We spoke to the owners of one of those cars and what the dealer is doing to help.
Plus a price reduction. Winnebago County reaches a deal with Rock River Disposal to lower the cost of yard waste removal for certain people.
And a huge water fight unfolds in Loves Park. It's all for good fun to help people with Down syndrome. Good evening, I'm Amy Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson.
Car thefts are on the rise in the Rockford area, but the latest incident happened at a car dealership.
A local couple brought their car in for repairs when the thieves struck. Nikel Delgado joins us to explain how they're caught in the middle as to who's going to pay for it. Nikel.
That's right, Eric and Mimi. I spoke with the Hyundai dealership, and they say in these kinds of situations, the dealer's insurance and the owner's insurance takes care of it. The owner of one of the broken cars say they never thought that this would happen to them.
We were pretty angry, upset, not really with the dealership per se, but like just in general with the group that's going out and trying to steal Hyundais and Kias.
Melissa Lyons and Daniel Bice's 2015 Hyundai Sonata needed repairs. They dropped it off at the Hyundai dealership on Perryville. But just before 2 a.m. Wednesday, thieves broke in and stripped their car.
Cars that they're targeting are the key to start cars, not the push to start, and they rip off the steering console and they can start the car with a USB cable, and that's how they're stealing them.
The steering column was torn out, the back window smashed in, their catalytic converter gone. In all, their car needs $7,000 in repairs, which Melissa and Daniel tell me is worth more than the car.
I mean, they're good cars. We've had two of them at this point now. I like them both.
I don't think it will drive me away from not purchasing one. No, just take better precautions.
Push to start.
Yeah.
Melissa and Daniel say they didn't think this would happen to them, but they'll try to be more careful in the future.
We feel a lot better today after talking with Hyundai and the manager. He's making sure that we're getting taken care of with it. And I'm hoping the other families that had the same thing happen to them are feeling a little bit better too, knowing that it's going to be taken care of soon.
The Hyundai dealership tells me they feel terrible that this happened, and they're going to do everything in their power to help each and one of their clients. They're currently going over what ways they can better help their clients and their cars to be safe, in addition to checking all the cars that are being locked and storing keys in a secure location. Eric?
Thanks, Nikel. Investigators try to figure out what caused a vacant Rockford home to catch fire. It broke out just before 9 last night on Elm Street near West State and Avon. Crews saw smoke coming from the second floor and quickly put the flames out. Damage was minimal. No one was hurt.
As more women outside of Illinois come here for abortion access, Chicago's mayor issues an executive order to protect them from legal ramifications. The order prevents all city departments, including Chicago police, from cooperating with any investigation from other states to prosecute them. Many of the women come from neighboring states like Wisconsin and Indiana that have strict abortion bans. Mayor Lori Lightfoot says she's made it her personal mission to make sure women always have a choice.
That human right has been stripped away for so many, prompting cities like Chicago and states like Illinois to stand up and become safe havens for a woman's right to choose and have unfettered access to reproductive health care.
The order will be in effect until September. It's expected city leaders will approve more measures to take its place. Illinois Congressman Dick Durbin tests positive for COVID. He released a statement earlier saying he's fully vaccinated, double boosted, and is experiencing only minor symptoms. He'll quarantine and continue to work remotely. This comes a week after Governor Pritzker tested positive for the virus. He worked remotely as well.
People in Winnebago County get some relief from a planned garbage price hike. Last week we reported Rock River Disposal will soon charge unincorporated Winnebago County customers an extra $250 to pick up yard waste. Today we learned that price has dropped to $175 for the season. Not only that, homes will receive a 95-gallon tote just for yard waste. The county came to an agreement with Rock River Disposal. Rock River says it used to provide the service for free, but cited increased costs and a labor shortage for the change. The increase goes into effect next Wednesday. People struggling with substance use get another option for help in Stevenson County. Rosecrance held an open house at its new location on South Galena Avenue near Akron High School in Freeport. The outpatient clinic will provide addiction and mental health services, two things staff members tell us have been missing in the community.
We all have some form of affiliation with the Freeport area. We all are local to this area. So it has been a huge passion of the staff that are located here to help come in and serve this community.
The clinic opened earlier this month and is accepting new patients. Local baseball diamonds transform into a water battleground, all in the name of a good cause.
2, 1, battle!
Rockford's Young Professionals Network hosted the epic Soak Fest. Teams of 10 signed up and donated to take part. Proceeds benefit Gigi's Playhouse Rockford. The nonprofit provides educational, therapeutic-based, and career development programs for those with Down syndrome. All Gigi's services are free.
Having a child with Down syndrome, there's always extra costs involved. So it's a very important part of the Playhouse that all of the services that we provide are free for the lifetime of participants. And so without an amazing community supporting us, there's no way that we could continue to provide those kind of services.
This is the 4th year the Young Professionals Network has raised money for Gigi's Playhouse.
All summer long, kids at RPS 205 summer camps worked hard on becoming more handy and artistic. Today they got a chance to show off what they can do. From coding robots to creating rock families, it was all on display at several elementary schools in the area. These are from the showcase at Ellis School. Leaders say the best part from today was the pride the kids have in their displays.
It's also really neat to see the kids. You know, when the students were touring the building, I heard a few of them say, "Oh, that's mine, that's mine," and they get into it. Any parent loves to see their child's work.
Showcases were also held at Constance Lane and Cherry Valley Elementary. The president approves a deal to bring not one but 2 Americans home from a Russian prison.
In exchange, the U.S. has to give up a Russian prisoner of its own. That's coming up next.
And ask anyone not from here what they know about the city of Rockford, and they'll no doubt answer you with the Peaches. This week's Destination Illinois highlights our favorite women's baseball team that's coming up at 6.
It is a beautiful evening for the kickoff and the start date here of the Lee County Fair. I've got the County Fair Speedway behind me. There's some tough competition, let me tell you. And I can also tell you that they opened up the Italian beef tent and it smells absolutely delicious. There's a lot of fun things going on throughout the weekend. Weather should be perfect. Temperatures today made it into the upper 70s, lower 80s. But we've got more heat building next week. Talk about how long that could stick around. Coming up in your most trusted forecast a little later.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team with Eric Wilson, Mimi Murphy, Scott Leber, and Chief Meteorologist Candice King.
Fears of a recession are renewed with the latest report on the economy.
For a second straight quarter, from April through June, the gross domestic product fell nearly 1%. Some experts say consecutive quarters of falling GDP on top of the Fed's interest rate hikes will lead to a recession. Others disagree, saying current income, spending, and employment don't meet the formal definition of a recession. Still, the report shows the economic recovery is losing momentum as business investment and construction fall.
A proposed prisoner swap could secure the release of 2 Americans being held in Russia. Here are the terms. The U.S. gets WNBA star Brittany Griner and former Marine Paul Whelan. In return, Russia receives Victor Bout. Bout is a convicted Russian arms trafficker currently serving a 25-year prison term. President Biden has signed off on the proposal despite opposition from the Department of Justice, which is generally against prisoner trades.
It was important to put this out there, that the American people know how seriously President Biden takes his responsibilities to bring American citizens home when they've been unjustly detained.
Russia has not agreed to the proposal yet. Talks are expected to happen within the next few days. It's been a relatively cool past few days, but that's about to change.
The temperatures could soon hit 90 degrees again. Candace times that out for us in your first warn weather forecast next.
Now, your first warn weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candice King.
Well, good evening. Welcome back. Beautiful weather here as we kick off the start of the Lee County Fair. Lots of favorites that continue every year. A couple of new things that have been going on. We've also got one of the favorites here for us, the corn box, which is one of my favorites. Come here. You come here. You have been playing in the corn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite part about it?
It's about that I get to play with other people and make friends.
Yeah. And what's your name?
Mina.
Mina. Now, do you come to the fair every year?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite part about the fair?
I like it because I'm in the clover buds.
You're in the clover buds, so you're in 4-H. What do you show in 4-H?
Well, tomorrow I'm gonna sell my crafts.
Your crafts, and what kind of crafts do you make?
I make some pom-pom animals and other crafts like masks.
Oh, well, you know what? I wish you the best of luck. Do you like being in 4-H?
Yes.
Yeah, you know, I was in 4-H when I was younger, too. I did vegetables, and I also did baking. Yeah, so you do your crafts. Is there anything else that you do with 4-H?
No, not yet, because I'm not a 4-H member yet.
Oh, okay, so you're still the Clover Buds. Yeah. Oh, are you excited to maybe join and become a 4-H member in a couple years?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I wish you all the best of luck tomorrow with your crafts. And I know the corn box is always a fun time, right? Yeah, and I think actually over the years it's gotten a little bigger. I think so, to kind of accommodate some of the kids that have come out. But you know what, a good time out here, great weather as I mentioned before, and really focusing on that kind of 4-H family community involvement here, and that's wonderful down here at the Lee County 4-H Fair. Let's take you out to the northwest with our Sky Track out in Freeport at the Park Hills Golf Course here this evening. We've had some fair weather cumulus clouds kind of pop up over the last couple of hours behind that cold front that did bring a couple of showers out there earlier today, but things are nice and dry and going to stay pretty dry here as we go through the night tonight. Winds, they've been a little on the breezy side, that wind direction from the northwest, helping to bring down some of that drier air here for us. Wind speeds will actually come down a bit as we go through the night tonight as high pressure builds in. Temperatures are comfortable, as I mentioned. We're sitting in the upper 70s. We made it up to about 80 degrees this afternoon. High pressure continues to build in. That'll stay with us here as we go through the night tonight. Satellite radar shows a few more clouds up to the north of us, but as I mentioned, skies will clear as high pressure builds in. So if you are planning on heading out to the fair either tonight or the next couple of days through the weekend, there will be no issues with that. Temperatures in the lower 80s. Sunday, does get a little warmer. We should see those numbers in the mid and upper 80s, but shouldn't have to worry too much about the humidity. In fact, as we run Futurecast, there really isn't a lot to show on it. Temperatures tonight will be down in the 50s. Tomorrow, we're back into the upper 70s, lower 80s. We will see our skies turn partly cloudy for the afternoon. That'll kind of be the theme here as we go through the next couple of days. Tomorrow night we'll be back down in the 50s, and then we'll see the mid 80s once we return into Saturday. Enjoy it, because we have got some heat that returns going into next week. You have temperatures that'll be in the upper 80s on Monday. Same thing on Tuesday. Not necessarily as humid. You'll notice the humidity go up too Sunday night into Monday. But look at that. Wednesday, Thursday, we're back into the 90s, and we could have an extended period where we actually see that 90-degree heat that continues, and that actually could go through next weekend. And of course, with that, you've also got the humidity as well. Rain chances look few and far between at this point. Of course, we'll have to kind of see where exactly some of those fronts set up going into next week. So for tonight, we're down to 57 degrees. Skies will turn mostly clear. Temperatures tomorrow up around 81. Winds will stay from the northwest. 7 days, we're up to 84 on Saturday. Staying in the upper 80s on Sunday, Monday of next week. And those overnight lows, enjoy the 50s here, guys, because we've got the 60s and the 70s returning by next week.
If you ever want to track down Candace at the Lee County Fair, the corn box is always a safe bet. Thanks, Candace.
Scott's in next with sports. We'll be right back.
Now sports with Sports Director Scott Leber.
Well, the Bears receiving corps wasn't anything special last season. Now they no longer have Allen Robinson. They're hoping they found a diamond in the rough by trading for N'Keal Harry. He was the Patriots' first-round draft pick 3 years ago, but he was a huge disappointment there. So he's thrilled to start fresh for the Bears, and he says he got news of the trade while napping.
So I was actually asleep, and my manager was at my house, and he came downstairs, told me I just got traded. And when he told me I got traded to the Bears, man, I was excited. I jumped up out of bed. I was just excited, man. For me to capitalize off this, like I said earlier, I just have to show how dominant I am, and I need to be that big, strong wide receiver.
A lot of the focus of Bears camp remains on the offensive line. Today, tackle Tevin Jenkins sat out practice. The Bears wouldn't say why. Center Lucas Patrick left with a thumb injury. More on how the offensive line might look this season tonight at 10 o'clock. Well, the Packers, like the Bears, are somewhat desperate for help at receiver since they've lost Devontae Adams. That's where rookie second-round pick Christian Watson comes in. He has some serious tools and a big 6'4" frame. It's all about the mental part of the game for him right now.
I feel like, to myself, I have a lot to prove, and really just, getting out there and just, creating that, synergy and vibing with all the guys and, Aaron, obviously.
Well, the Ice Hogs have added another forward for next season. They've signed Morgan Adams-Moyson to a one-year contract. He played for the San Diego Gulls of the AHL last season. He's a big forward who's third on the team in penalty minutes. 2 years ago, he won a Kelly Cup championship with the ECHL's Fort Wayne squad. The Cubs go after their sixth straight win tonight in San Francisco. The White Sox are off. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Well, as we wrap up here this evening, things are going to be pretty quiet, weather-wise, comfortable, too. I mean, you couldn't ask for better fair weather. You had two county fairs kind of kicking off this week. Stevenson County Fair, they are in Freeport on Tuesday. That'll run through this weekend, and we are down here at the Lee County Fair in Amboy, and that'll run through Sunday. Temperature-wise, it is going to be comfortable. It's nice out here. No excuse for you not to get out and enjoy the weather. The First Warn Interactive Radar brought to us by Rockford Auto Glass and More. Skies will clear out here as we go through the night tonight. We'll lose a little bit of that wind. Temperatures in the 50s tonight, heating things back up next week.
All right, thanks, Candace.
And thank you for spending some of your time with us. Stay safe.